There you go.
Grand Rising, beautiful, melanated original, whatever you respectfully call yourself, people. I just want to say this at the beginning of this. We're going to keep saying Grand Rising because it's some social media mess going around talking about they don't trust people who start off with Grand Rising. Well, I don't trust people who start off with let's mourn before the day gets started. Now, we are here for the presidential debate before the debate. You're going to debate with the nation, okay? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. Good.
So we got everybody in the nation in the house. We got Mind Games Uncut. Follow him.
Peace.
We got Angie, Clear as Conscious. Follow her.
Hey.
And we have Kathy B. And I thought we had Pablo. Is Pablo still up here? We got Kathy B. Follow her YouTube channel. And we got Pablo in the house.
I see.
Okay.
I see. Get your hands on my pocket, brother.
Greetings, Earthlings.
Warning, the following program contains strong Black First opinion about mature and strong subject matter that affects Black America and the diaspora as a whole. Listen at your own risk, you sissy.
Grand Rising All. You are listening to the one and only Be One or None. Good morning from Africatown, Los Angeles.
And we are back, everyone. Ready to get this debate started.
Yeah.
So it's the presidential debate discussion. Now, the question is, will any candidate that you all are going to vote for, are they really going to change our situation? Are they going to change the circumstances that we are sitting in? I mean, I'm going to just put this out there, and everyone's saying it, and we're tired of hearing that Trump made the economy the way it is. You're close the door. The economy is the way it is because of the bills that Biden passed to, you never heard about it, I forgot what the name of the bills. He passed them, and Kamala voted for them. And so here we are struggling to eat groceries. Everybody got to eat noodles and crackers. What y'all got to say?
Well, apparently, if we were to ask a certain person, does she care if Black people are struggling to eat groceries or get their groceries? No, she's not gonna sit back and care about just Black people.
No.
I think the top questions that are going to be asked. Well, of course, the first shot they're going to try to fire at Sunkist, or some of us call him Cheeto, is the Project 2025. Breaking news. Today, apparently, the person that created the Project 2025 situation comes on, I forgot the news, it's probably Fox, but he comes on to the news station and he says, Trump actually does not have anything to do with Project 2025, is not associated with it. So he says he's actually not lying. This is a independent conservative thing, and not all Republicans are on board with it. And he said Trump was one of them, that he wasn't on board with it. So apparently, I don't know if that's true or not, but he apparently is the guy who is the founder of the Project 2025, the founder of the feast, and he's saying no, Trump is not is not affiliated with the entire thing. So I don't know if y'all saw that or not.
I've been
I didn't see it, but I believe it though.
Yeah, and he said I'm a conservative, and he said I'm be honest with you, I'm a conservative, and he did say that it was a certain branch of the Republican Party that are behind it, and he said Trump was never on board with it. So, I mean, if I were Trump, I think I would play that repeatedly, because that's probably one of the only things they have really to hammer him about, because he hasn't really. This time around that I know of, have you guys heard him say any of those inflammatory comments that he has been known for?
No, not really. really. It actually seems like he's been
Trump,
trying to. He's trying to actually like talk about policy now. From what I seen a couple of days, and you know he got Tulsi Gabbard coaching him for this debate tonight, and you know he got RFK Jr. behind him and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean he's trying to change his tune, but he's still him being a narcissist. He still sometimes it comes out because Trump gonna be Trump.
What is the lady name again? What's her name?
Well, Tulsi Gabbard, the one that's coaching him, the one who beat Kamala Harris back in 2020, she roasted her about the whole thing about what happened in California, and yeah, boy, Kamala just like, damn, she got me. After that,
she couldn't even respond. She was like, "Oh, I got nailed."
Yeah, exactly. Tulsi Gabbard, boy,
Grand Rising.
So, Curly Girl, what's up? My Broken Traditions.
Yes.
Yeah, everybody.
And I wanna say this too. Trump I think he's trying to be a little bit more serious because he knows that right now the Democrats are playing a dirty, nasty game. We got a candidate who did not go through procedures to become a candidate. She's basically the president. Nobody's talking because Biden is incompetent, and basically she's already really the president, but because she's catering to the white tea man, nobody is saying anything. They wanted Trump to get out of there when they gave Trump didn't they give Trump a physical when he was in office? And they was trying to deem Trump incompetent, but yet nobody is saying anything about Biden.
Yeah. Fact.
And
do you guys think that the entire Democrat Party is really behind Kamala the way they're trying to make it look? Because it doesn't feel like they're behind her.
They're behind because, like we said, remember our last live, the president doesn't do anything but sign executive orders besides the military. So they're not behind her. They just need to keep up Biden policies that him and her are basically intertwined in so that the rich can stay rich.
So I'm going
to get the sense.
Look, the website now. She's supposed to have policies, but I can't. From this one, I don't see.
I can pull it up. I'm pulling up I got her website right now. As soon as you go to her website, instead of there is Americans, and this is black or white. We are struggling out here. Y'all know y'all struggling. Come on. Everybody is struggling for groceries. The money that we would usually have saved for a rainy day, we're paying for it in groceries. People can
you run a business. You run any kind of business, you already know that's what's going on because the drop is
off. The shame, we are.
She froze up. But why she get back on? Let me say this: while we waiting for her. So
we're not.
You were froze. But let me say it real quick.
We're pretending that we're not struggling, but we are struggling. And the thing about it is, we got Americans on the street that fought in wars for America, veterans. People who have worked all their lives, retired, and they can't even buy groceries. And yet we got a woman who claims to be black. To say you're black, that means you understand the black struggle. And we're supposed to be voting for you, not because you're black, but because we need help. And we want you to be in a position to help us. You're giving out all this money. And then on your website, the first thing that pops up is for us to donate to her.
Yeah, look, it's supposed to say urgent, chip in before the debate.
Exactly.
What kind of
I'm gonna share her screen, and then when y'all were going back to that Project 2020, the sad thing about it, the Project 2025, is that she has this on her website. That's the only thing she got for Trump. Can y'all see this?
Hold on.
This is Kamala's website.
That's
right up here. It gave me the option to donate $47. It just skipped over. I guess we ain't in my browser don't take me to the thousands, so they know
me too.
Who is.
Apparently, you didn't get that invite to that private Zoom call.
Exactly.
So what's up with the $47? What just make it?
Yeah, like they don't care. It's not 50, but it's 40. But it's an insult. She's spending billions of dollars to become president, and she don't have nothing. But she just put this on her website that. A new way forward. These are the things that she's saying she's going to do. Tax cuts for the middle class. News broadcast. The middle class has been done away with, so it's more tax cuts for the rich because we don't have a middle class anymore.
Facts.
Make rent more affordable for home ownership. I ain't going through them. Take on bad actors.
I definitely having Kamami being in charge of my. I wouldn't have Kamami being in charge of my mortgage.
Before you say that, though,
we're here is because of her vote. When she voted for this, what is it? what was the two policies? It was three policies that she voted for. But either which way, that's why we're here now. That's why mortgages done went up, prices went up. She didn't read it when she voted for it, but I want you to go all the way here. And on her page, she just has to say something about Trump. Trump's project 2020.
Yeah, I see that.
That should be defamation of character.
Facts.
Oh, the bowling ball Martins and the
You know
and the
what?
Steve Harveys is going to back her up. You already know.
And what's so sad when I know it's my plug. I throw my documentary in, but even at the end of my mini documentary, when I was talking about the Great Reset 2030. It's funny nobody's not really talking about that. Everybody worry about Project 2025 because they think Trump associated with it. You need to be worried about the Great Reset. That's a global thing. So people, when I tell people about that, they be like, well, we exactly, because y'all want to get caught up in the BS, but y'all don't really want to do research on the Great Reset, which has been out for a while. That's what's the World Economic Forum? They're the one created with Klaus Schwab and all those people. So that's what you should be worrying about.
Basically, America is being ran by the billionaire rich, and they're finding ways to put somebody in that's going to let them do it. I want to jump back here. Hold on.
Okay.
I want to jump to her project, Protect Civil Rights and Freedoms. Now, this is the Civil Rights Act that she want to protect. That's supposed to, no, I'm not going to do something just for Black people, because whatever we do for Black people, everybody benefits. So she's on here, Vice President Harris and Governor Walz believe many fundamental freedoms are at stake in this election. They will fight to ensure Americans have the opportunity to participate in our democracy by passing the John Lewis voting rights, not the protection for Black people, not hate crime bills, not reparations, but she's going to pass the John Lewis voting rights so y'all can vote her ass right back in the next 4 years. And then the Freedom Act to vote. Freedom to Vote Acts, laws that will enshrine voting rights protection. And remember, there was a time that y'all picked the president and he got the popular vote, but the electoral college gonna pick who they want. That's why they keep changing voting districts and stuff so they can get those electoral college votes. But back here, her administration will continue to protect Americans from discrimination, building on her network to secure $2 billion in funding for offices of civil rights across the federal government. And as a president, she will defend the freedom to love who you love openly and with pride. So basically, she giving gay rights. In 2004, she officiated some of the nation's first same-sex marriages, and as a attorney general, she refused to defend California's anti-marriage equality statewide referendum. As president, she'll fight to pass the Equality Act to enshrine anti-discrimination protections for LGBTQ plus Americans in healthcare, housing, education, and more. But she's not going to do something that only benefits Black people, but she's going to do something that only benefits people who don't like their sexuality.
Free rainbow slippers for everyone, my friends.
Crazy.
Up here and nothing for Black people when y'all say that she says she's Black. If a Black woman is going to tell me she's Black, then you need to get in that damn office and do your Black ass job and help Black people. Stop prancing around with Black skin with your white insides. Let me go. Y'all go ahead.
Now, it's kind of hard to do that when you apparently the weed that she smoked while listening to Tupac before Tupac was even doing music has corrupted her brain. How does she overcome the reality that she's in effect the president right now? Because we all know Slave Trader Joe's is out to lunch. The plantation to call old Joe back home. So she's basically running things right now. So how do you justify standing up there saying how you're going to fix a train wreck that you've been in charge of for going on 4 years now and still trying to blame it on Trump? Because didn't look like we was doing too bad when Trump left office. What we're going through right now started when they took over, and there's something going on. We discussed it. I think it was me and Angie on the one episode we did a few back. We brought up BlackRock. Now we are in the middle of something that's going to be very catastrophic, and I think we're about to see the housing market crash. It's already bubbled right now. people are already starting to lose the value of their homes, and I think that bubble is going to burst. And when that bubble bursts, it's going to put BlackRock in a very, very, very powerful position. But you won't hear her say anything about that because she's too busy rubber stamping companies like BlackRock right now.
Yep.
All
Exactly.
facts, all facts. Somebody read some, pull some of the comments up,
Hold
y'all.
on, let me see what broken tradition. This is a question. That's why I'm pulling it up. Shout out to everyone in the chat.
Peace,
Question
peace,
for the
peace.
panel. How hard is it for you to vote? It was harder for me to vote when I lived in New York, the blue state, than it is voting in Georgia in the red state. Are you asking, well, is it like more hard for us to vote because we're black in the area, or are you talking about just mentally how? What do y'all think he's asking?
I think what he's hinting at is probably they've done redistricting like they did here in California. We know why they're doing that. That was exposed with the LA City Council scandal when they said we're basically getting ourselves more Latino power. It's basically why they said they're doing redistricting. But now, if y'all recall from the last episode, that Republican up in, I forgot which jurisdiction he's from, but he was the one that was trying to call reparations to the floor when we got betrayed by the Black Caucus here in California. And like I said, 6 days before that happened at the state capitol here in California, he was going to bat, exposing how they have it set up for illegals to vote in this election. So I think maybe what he's touching on is maybe he's saying, what can we do to offset that? Because right now, if they have a rig like that with all these people they bought over, no matter what we do, we kind of are, we're already politically insolvent, but no matter what we do, it doesn't look like we have a horse in the fight.
I
agree with that. And now, like I say, it's different. Yeah, of course, it's different when you're in the blue state and the red state. You know, now Georgia is more of a purple state, I would say. All depending what part you voting from. Like, of course, in Atlanta, the metro part of Atlanta, DeKalb County, you know, Clayton County, South Fulton, even Savannah. Savannah is black. Like, it's a Democratic stronghold. That's what your boy Warnock from, with the Geechies and everything. But yeah, it's Georgia is more of a purple state, I would say, and it's still reddish, but it's in between. They're trying to bring your girl Stacey Abrams back to kind of rile up the black people in Georgia, but it's not gonna work. How you gonna come and try to rile up black people in Georgia and your ass couldn't even get elected? You know what I'm saying? Like that, I gotta go back to that. 2020, you got black people to turn Georgia blue, right? But then 2 years later, in the primaries, when you trying to run for governor of Georgia, you couldn't even. You got burnt by Governor Kemp. It wasn't even close. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Black people choose who they want to vote for. They claim they vote blue no matter who, but a woman that got Georgia that used a red state turn it blue, and y'all won't vote for her. That let you know these are black people. Georgia, come on, man, all these black people here. Even black people in Atlanta wouldn't even support her like that. She didn't have a black agenda. Her policy was all screwed up. Her thing was for LGBTQ. We know who she rocked with. You know what I'm saying? We know who her girlfriend is. Allegedly.
That's what we just read. She got under civil rights is nothing for black people. This should be an insult.
I'm talking about Stacey Abrams, but yeah.
My bad.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm talking about Stacey Abrams, but she still clicked in because I think Kamala Harris went to her and she wanted her to kind of like get Georgia, but it's not happening. Georgia split just like it is in most states. You got a lot of black, you got a lot of red. You got a lot of people. I got friends who rocking with Trump. They MAGA all day. I'll let my plane.
Like the same is gone.
Do you think that because Stacey Abrams was whatever she was, and people didn't want to vote for her, do you think that her downturn was because people didn't vote? Did they ever show how many people voted? You know what I'm saying? Like people will take vote for the couch, right?
Well, they just showed the percentage. She got blew out like thousands of. I mean, she wasn't even close. Like, and I was going around before they even had the election. Now they're talking to people in cigar lounges and stuff like that. They like, I don't really rock with her like that. You had people who's going to vote for her because she's Democrat, but it wasn't no big thing for Stacey Abrams. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody
Stacey Abrams, she's not loud enough.
They wasn't going to let no black woman in there.
Not a real black woman, yeah.
Not a real woman. I mean, well, I don't even think what was she fighting for? Because this is what gets me.
She won't fight for that.
Hillary Clinton They wanted to hype us up to vote for these women that's supposed to represent us. You got Stacey Abrams. You have Fonnie Willis. You got all the
Oh, not funny. God damn.
no, but I'm just saying all these black women that everybody is
Yeah.
well, Hillary Clinton wasn't black, but she ran for president. The problem is that all these women that be put in office, when they don't win, you don't hear from them. So our problems are just jokes because they never keep fighting for it. See, the difference with a real activist, somebody that really want to do something, whether they on their stage or off, you're gonna keep fighting. You never hear from Stacey Abrams as much. What is she doing? I mean,
I think it's kind of. I think
Doing
it's kind
nothing.
of
She
like
got to go to
it's
Africa.
kind of they brought it on themselves because when you look at the stuff they run on and the platforms they try to push, it's you can only ride the BLT wave for so long to a certain extent for reasons I'm about to outline, and you can only alienate so many groups. So they put all their eggs basically in the baskets of the BLT and the feminist movement, especially the abortion aspect of it. And what have they done? They've alienated women. Women are going, dang, we can't play sports, we can't have our own restroom. We didn't foresee this going this far. I don't know why they didn't, but
safe.
I mean, I don't think they they've alienated the female vote, and surprisingly, more women have started to say, you know what, I'm just gonna vote with Trump. I don't care if she's the first female, whatever. I'm rolling with Trump. And then on top of it, when you deal with the BLT situation, let's just be real about it. That was what you would call a flash in the pan. It was a fad. It was something that could surge you amongst young voters because I guarantee you the second anybody that was young in the BLT movement, the second they hit between 25 and 30 and life starts to kick in, they start to go, dang, I'm getting screwed on my taxes. I ain't making enough to afford a house. They quickly get off that liberal wave and they turn conservative. And that's why there's so many BLT conservatives because they see the scheme here. And on top of it, if you are a political party, if you are a government, period, you have to look at the longevity of your constituents. And when you're dealing with pushing the all BLT agenda, obviously they can't reproduce. Even if you can do all the fake sex change surgeries and all the stuff you want, this is a group that cannot reproduce. That's why their numbers don't grow. They're still all after all this that we've been going through for the past 15 years, they've only increased from 2% of the population to three and some change percent of the population. So nothing's changed. And again, they're not going to have children in 99% of the cases unless they had them already before they went to the rainbow. So that's the problem for the Democrat Party because now
They
we're at
are
that
they
we
are
are at a
making
10-year
semen.
marker.
Exactly.
They're producing
So
semen.
so
They're making semen from the sky. Semen
God
is
damn
being
it.
made.
I mean,
Semen is being
Hey,
made.
so let's go on and do it. Let's go on and
our
talk about
kids
it.
are not safe because, like, I just piggybacking off of that. Like, these are people that think so highly of gay people or LGBTQ people that they overlook black people because they, like she's saying, she's not going to do nothing for black people because most black people are in that group.
No, she wouldn't
Goes
dare
after black people in
say
those
that, make
groups.
that statement about the Juby Dooby Doos or the BLTs because she knows it's
Yeah,
going to cost her financially.
she's already
And
saying
then and this is
she's gonna fund Israel. When you hear them saying they're gonna fund Israel and all of this, they're giving billions to the Jews. That's basically saying I'm giving this stuff to the Jews without saying I'm giving it to the Jews.
and look at this one. And we brought up Stacey Abrams. She was primarily pushing a rainbow campaign, just like Obama was, just like Kamala is. But let's look at where this is going to be headed. Now, the increase they did have, they've increased the rainbow amongst black people in particular by 9%. And younger people, their numbers grew. Even though they only got up to 3% of the population, the amount of people identifying as rainbow that are black and especially younger skyrocketed. But what's going to happen is sooner or later they're going to get the Negro wake up call. They're going to get in there when once the Democrat Party is done riding on the edge of that lightning boat and it's run its course and it's no longer something that you can use to get power and attention. It's not going to be worth its weight in salt to keep on promoting it, and you're going to see a lot of people abandon it. You're going to see a lot of people feel betrayed, like the Black Democrats do right now over the reparations betrayal. Man, we did all this, we pushed all that, and now we got nothing to show for it after a decade.
Facts. Well,
and
it's funny.
they're gonna bail on that party, and that's why that's the real reason why Stacey Abrams lost, because we were already seeing the effects of that. That's
Oh
why
yeah.
Stacey Abrams didn't go
And,
nowhere.
and this is do the fair use. Fair use. Can you pull that up before we play this? Because this is exactly why
Okay, hold on
black
one
people are
second.
pulling away from the Democratic
Yes,
Party. Yeah, I know
because the
everybody.
Democratic Party, like I was saying before we come here and before you play it, let me get the Democratic Party is not part of the government. They made themselves part of the government. If we do history, which black people will not, I don't know how we became so in love with the Democratic Party. The Democratic Party was made by the Dixiecrats. The Dixiecrats were a group of KKK people who found out when black people were running the government at first. See, y'all don't know about the first part of the government, the first part of America before we became the United States of America. This government was created and ran by black people, majority. And when the Democrats came, they were created because they wanted to get in the government. You act like we got to have a Democratic Party. That is the slap in the face. There's other parties out here, but the Democratic Party are the old slave masters and the old rich white men and women who had money to place themselves in government. So they play this Democrat and Republicans when it's not supposed to be that. You're supposed to be voting for the people who's going to be in your House of Representatives and your Senate. There in the Democratic parties are just people who are grouped together so that you will lose your focus on the actual government because you're looking at these parties. These parties have intertwined themselves in the government. There is nowhere in the Constitution, there was nowhere at the beginning of the government where there were any Democrats. Everybody was, it was what is this, a Republican state, a Republican government? I mean,
I'm not sure.
It's supposed to be a republic, yeah.
It's supposed to be Republican. There was no Democrat. The Democrats was created after the government so that they swindled. So we could have the Green Party. If the Green Party had money, we would know about them.
Facts.
I'm telling them about the gun line. Somebody said,
you got the fair use up. You got fair use.
But I'm telling you, like, we are being so played because we don't know government. We so used to working every day, and trying to pay bills and trying to feed our kids and trying to get education. And we're doing this every day. And somebody say, hey, you want something better? Here, go vote for this. That's the Democrats tapping you over here. Then, hey, the Republicans tapping you over here. Right. Hey, and none of them have shit to do with the government. They're just a group of people with money trying to persuade your vote to get the people that they want in office, and they're never going to help us. Right. Have you been helped? No.
Nope.
Life is getting worse. Now you can't afford groceries because they told you Trump was a racist, and y'all let Joe Biden, the one who wrote the crime bill, in the office, and he made it worse. He made it worse on black people. Now white people feeling the effect. And then now we looking for a savior, and so they say, well, here, pick Trump or pick Kamala. That's your savior. Yeah. Don't worry about them other candidates. They don't have money like us. There are other candidates. There are other parties. The Democrat and the Republicans are not the only parties. But you've been so programmed and played by rich people in the media that's the only people you focus on.
It's the most popular party. You do the fair act while I'm saying something.
Yes, go ahead. I was waiting for somebody, Pablo or somebody fell out.
Okay.
So I'm getting ready to put it up there. Go ahead. Okay. Play.
So I would say this. I'm gonna play it. Let me say this real quick. One thing, everybody need to read the book called the Origin of the Black Elites. Same thing. Black people were Republicans. You know, when they were Republicans, they had a little bit of clout, but at the end of the day, when they try to go to the white Republicans to get certain major bill passed, they didn't do it because YT people's on code. But anyway, let's play this. So I don't know if y'all heard about it in Chicago. A sister, she just came at a city council meeting up in Chicago because they've been posting, like, y'all probably know about this. They've been posting flyers up saying black people hate immigrants. Yeah, this is a fact. I don't have to say allegedly because this is actually happening.
It's a fact. Yeah, they playing on to get mad with black people. Anytime black people start standing up for their rights and saying something, they vitalize. They make us a villain.
Exactly.
But either which way, Lord, they can't stop this flow right now because everybody black is tired of being struggling. And we are the ones who's produced everything. We're the ones carrying this country. We're the ones who've been working our fingers to the bone from our grandparents, our great-grandparents, our great-grandparents. And then it's an insult and a slap in the face that they talking about we need to do. Kamala said she's going to do something about hunger, but BITCH, you giving people billions. The money you giving the immigrants, give to the American citizens. Go ahead.
Exactly. Okay, here we go. We're about to play the video. This is a resident from Chicago, the city council meeting. She basically saying what a lot of black people feel, but in Chicago, with the immigration thing, it's so bad. Black people had enough, and a lot of them are switching over, going to MAGA. Here we go, y'all.
Signs about black people hating on immigrants, because black people ain't got no reason to hate on no immigrants. No, but the immigrants got we everything y'all are in there, son. Let me tell you something. You get them signs down. And that organization, which is a white liberal organization, like in the words of Malcolm X, who told us what? That the white liberal is the worst enemy to the black man. Yes. And it is coming up in here, acting like y'all representing some social justice. Say that. But all along, you're doing is trying to use black people to find a reason to make some money. Let me tell y'all something over there. With God, the Democratic Party is done. You ain't gonna us. Y'all gonna abuse us. They get to abuse the black American. Come in here and go clean it up. I'm telling you, you leave the Democratic Party. Do just like R.K. Jr. Just do like that Tulsa lady. You better get up out the Democratic Party. Save yourself. Save your families. Save your dignity. Save your jobs. And save your city. Because if y'all don't, we coming for the cities. We ain't taking this no more. We ain't taking no disrespect from a bunch of people who have broken into the country and now have completely broke the city, have completely broke the country, have completely disgraced the United States of America. America is a disgrace. And for us, oh my God, what solution? You give us a fake, black, cackling hen of a candidate. With a vice president that's talking about he want to put tampons in the boys' bathroom. The number one function of a president is to be the commander-in-chief. You tell me anything about a Kamala Harris that looks like she can protect this country after y'all have sat up here and they get it overwritten with a bunch of immigrants. Y'all have sat up here and put America's hands in all kind of wars. And you telling me a tampon man that ran from duty don't even know what his rule was. Kamala Harris, who don't know what race she is, gonna protect this country? The devil is alive.
Hey man, the brother in the background had me rolling. He kept it real though, y'all. He kept it real. So yeah, what y'all think about that?
That is how Black America feels.
Hey man, she went in. She went in. That brother that was in the background, y'all heard holler. He's an activist out there in Chicago. That's why he was so passionate. It was an elder, so let you know, all black baby boomers are not on that coon train. So yeah, he was passionate, man. It was funny, but he was passionate. I like that.
I don't know where. But look. I'm glad that she was passionate because Ricky Smiley, back to the debate part, Ricky Smiley had Kamala call in on his show, or he had her on the phone, and he was like, during this debate, Trump is going to try to be dirty or whatever. He asked her, what does she plan on doing with the attacks from Donald Trump? How was it an attack? She has a whole thing on her website that says Trump's 2020 plan. And that's an attack on Trump. But she's telling everybody Trump is just going to come with those same old tired attacks. No, Trump is probably going to come with the same truths that they lit her ass up on stage with before when she was running for president and she left. But Ricky Smiley has her on his show. And the sad part about it is he's not asking her any questions of what she's going to do for us. It's like they done turned this thing into a Donald Trump versus Kamala insult thing. You know, It's crazy. Hold on. Let me see if I can play this. Can y'all hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
We have no idea what he might say. How are you prepared for that? Well, you're right. I mean, he plays from this really old and tired playbook, right? Where there's no floor for him in terms of how low he will go, and we should be prepared for that. We should be prepared for the fact that he is not burdened by telling the truth, and we should be prepared for the fact that he is probably going to speak a lot of untruth, and ultimately, what I intend to point out is what so many people know, and certainly as I'm traveling the country in this campaign, he tends to fight for himself, not for the American people. And I think that's going to come out during the course of the debate. But I expect that he's gonna, I think he's gonna lie, and he has a playbook that he has used in the past, be it, his attacks on President Obama or Hillary Clinton. So we should expect that some of that might come out. Before you go, I just want to say that
I don't even want to hear the rest. My thing is, you get her on your show as a black man, you cheesing and smiling next to her because these boule, semi-rich black people don't live the black lives that me and you and the rest of us that watch YouTube live.
Facts.
So he goes back to his comfy house where he's not feeling the stings of racism. He's going back to his comfy house, and he doesn't care what happens outside of his classism barrier. Because see, right now we need somebody that is going to lower these prices, somebody that is not going to sign a bill that raises the taxes on the American people. We need somebody who is not going to give all our money to people who don't know nothing about this country, just coming in, getting not hundreds, but thousands and thousands of dollars, stuff that we as Americans, I ain't even saying black, stuff that we as Americans need. But you ain't hear her say one thing for black people. You ain't hear Ricky Smiley ask her one thing for black people. The first thing she told you is that Trump is going to come lie. He's going to do the same taxes that he did with Hillary and stuff. Well, whatever he did with Hillary, it was true. Whatever he said about Hillary, it wasn't a lie. And when she talking about Obama, I didn't recall Obama and Trump running against each other. Do y'all?
Nope.
So what does she mean that he's going to use the same tactics that he used with Obama? Like this woman, they showed that how she flip-flops because she only wants the vote. She wants to go down in history. She wants to use black skin and have black people vote for her. But the paperwork is going to say the first South Asian Indian woman.
Oh, fact. I just want to. If Donald Trump, it's funny because I know he's not going to do it. He his own worst enemy because, like, dude, you can eat her up on this immigration thing. Like, you can talk about black people in Chicago and other places, like, what that video.
But that's his racism too. I mean, they both racist in their way. They both ain't gonna say nothing because nobody wants to dig down and get the black people that's being squished at the bottom of America.
Exactly.
Because anybody that gets their hand dirty for helping black people, you lose everybody else, because at the end of the day, this country is ran by white racists and China and Asian racists and Indian racists, and you got the small hats. Everybody that is against black people but lives off the back of black people is running this country. That's why you don't hear Trump saying much.
Yep, you're right, because they gotta stay on code. They gotta stay, stick to the script. You want to say so much, even though he said black Americans built this country, and he said, "Yo, we built this country, black Americans." Trigger words. You gotta, because like the Republicans, they take their immigrants too and put them in them jobs they own, so they don't have to pay no tax, pay no insurance and stuff like that.
Exactly.
We're not stupid. We're not telling people to vote Republican.
If I watch the debate, I'm only watching the debate to hear if anyone is going to say anything for black people, because after the first debate, If these mother effers don't say anything about helping us, y'all better turn the TV
Yeah,
off
cut it
and
off.
let America have America. Let Rome fall,
Let
because
Rome
that's
fall.
inevitable. You cannot keeping God's people under the sole of your shoes and thinking that y'all gonna live. They keep finding other ways to make money. The reason why prices is going up is because the rich don't want the people who are not in their classism to enjoy the world. They don't want you to enjoy lobster the way they enjoy lobster. They don't
A
want you to have
lot of
a
that
nice
stuff is
house
crumbling
and
down.
education like they kids have a nice house and education. Because
Hmm.
the white tea people believe it has to be rich and poor. Not everybody that God intended to have. God gave the earth to everybody. But
Exactly.
somehow we tricked.
Hey, Queen, I got to interrupt you real quick. So I try to put hashtag let Rome burn. Get what YouTube.
Yeah,
So I
they
put
told me
it
that
said,
too.
YouTube rejected your comment. This
That's what they
means
do.
that you
Said it's
think it's
something
spam.
about.
Try
I
changing
put,
it a bit.
yeah, I need to go in here and let Rome fall. They told me I couldn't do it neither.
Wow, that's
The
crazy.
reason I asked
They
about
know you
Stacey
can draw.
Abrams,
You said
because
what?
if she did not get votes because nobody voted, maybe we can open up our brain and just not vote this time. I'm still gonna back
There's a
Cornel
lot of
West.
black people saying that they're not going to vote.
I'm still gonna back Cornel West, even though people keep saying that he's not gonna win. He's not gonna win.
Is he on your
If
ticket in your
it's,
state? Well, I don't know if he's on your ticket on your state. He's not in the
I,
state. You
oh
still
boy,
know who
so then I won't be
no, you
voting.
can. You still, but just write it in, right? Cornell West, you can write it in, but you can write a vote in too. You write you can
Okay,
write your stuff in. Yeah.
I'll do that because I'm just, if nobody
I
votes,
mean, you can write it in.
it'd
They
be
not.
great.
I worked at the polls. It doesn't go that way. They don't do
Oh,
it worked a long time ago, but it doesn't work that way. I made sure I got jobs and stuff I'm talking about and quit. I got jobs at the prison because I wanted to see myself what we talk about, and I saw myself. I got jobs at the voting poll. I think a couple of years ago I showed y'all my paperwork. I watched them. If y'all believe that these voting polls, y'all got Karen and Karen's sister and Becky and her cousins, and then you got Billy and Bob, and y'all really believe that them people are putting all them people votes in. That's why they had to go to electronic. The problem
Exactly.
is the mail-in votes and the people who come in there giving their IDs. And I used to sit there and they can't find stuff. I watch these white people give other white people another voting slip so they can go vote. I watched them put them in right there before my eyes. And then at the end of the day, when the voting was over, we all supposed to be there to see them put this stuff in this closed suitcases and stuff that they have. I remember them saying, well, something happened. Y'all can go ahead and this and that. And I was standing right there because we trust people too much. You trust people to do their job, and the same people y'all trusting to do their job is the same people that y'all calling racist, and they're not doing their job. They can throw them cases that was supposed to be put in. They can throw those away. Them mail-in ballots, they can throw those away, or they cannot make them count. So
I believe it. Believe it.
So these people that you can't write in, them people they not sitting here with thousands of ballots and saying, oh, she wrote this in. Oh, they're mad. They don't give a fuck about that. We need to stop thinking small and start
right.
thinking as they say. You're thinking too small. You gotta
Exactly.
think big.
Exactly.
Think the worst of the worst when it come down to these people.
And black people don't get caught up in your emotions when you watch this debate. It's about to come on in a minute. So don't get caught up in your emotions. Listen to the policies. You know what I'm saying? Like Queen said, if they ain't talking about if they don't have a black agenda, just cut it off. Because
You just listening to them telling gay people, I don't mean to say gay, LBGTQ plus people who, and then the plus is the people that makes no sense to me. You a man waking up every morning dressing like a woman, and you a woman waking up every morning dressing like a man, and then y'all having sex and having kids, and then you gotta wake up and dress you got a penis and she got a vajayjay, and y'all are confusing your children. I don't care what you feel
Thank
like.
you.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, that's crazy. But
it makes no sense that you gotta get up and you gotta put on a tire to convince the world you're not what you are under your clothes.
Exactly.
And then you producing something. You just like the brat and all. You walk around 9 months pregnant, talking about you a man with a beard and stuff. The Democrats are confusing. I don't care what your sexual preferences is. It's not our business. The thing is, if you a man, stay out the girls' bathroom and stay out of women's sports.
Because you was her vice president. He trying to put tampons in men boys' bathroom. Get the hell out. He like a weirdo.
You encouraging sexual acts in school?
Yeah.
What you need tampons in the boys' locker room when we ain't even supposed to be having our kids have sex at that young age? Ain't we just still trying to prevent teen pregnancy?
Facts.
But there's nothing in the girls' room. These are a bunch of men who like boys and pushing this agenda because you do not see women bombarding men's sports. You don't see women that say they men fighting to get in the man's bathroom. These women that say they women, they take their behinds right to the women's bathroom because they know what's behind that door. Danger.
Yep.
So ain't no right. It don't make no sense. And the Democrats on from Obama on started this mess. But I want to say another thing about the debate. They said Kamala has a lookalike, Trump lookalike, dressed in a suit. They've been held her up in a room and have her practicing. She's not talking about policy. They got her practicing over and over again. If Trump attacks her, what she's gonna say back. I read in the news.
God damn it.
Yes.
Yeah, I believe it. Man, I can't. Yeah, I got to see this.
Because her whole agenda, you see on her page, that is not Trump's 2025 plan. That is that is a group of rich people who want to run the Republican Party 2025, Project 2025. But Kamala got it on her page saying Trump's 2025 agenda. But what is your agenda, Kamala? To let gay people and run rapid with no rules. You want little children. I know people who are 19 now saying that they don't know what they was thinking when they was 15. I know people who just turned 30 and saying that their mind is different from when they was 20. So you want to allow children 3, 4, and 5 to mutilate themselves. And then when they get older, that'd be the worst mistake. And then they're not talking about the suicide rate going up with LBGT.
Thank you. That part.
I don't care. I love my LBGT people, whatever. Hey, it amazes me, whatever you do, because at the end of the day, you got one stick and one hole. I don't care how you dress the body up. Well, you got
people need to change their mind too.
Yeah,
the ones who think about suicide, turn it around.
If you want to dress up, that's your business. If it makes you feel good, if you a man and you dress like a woman, if that's what you want to do, that's your business. But you a grown man. Don't push that on a child when a child can't even decide if they want to. They can't even buy a pack of cigarettes or alcohol, but we telling our kids that they can mutilate themselves and that the mothers have nothing to do with it and the parents have no say so. And Kamala is from California, and those are the policies that's first started. Because when one state gets a policy, they see how it goes and then they push it through the federal government, and that's why they want her up there. Because the doctors, America has to find ways to make money. What is the number one maker right now? Plastic surgery. They don't care.
That's
they
crazy.
Don't care. Parents got to spend their money putting boobs in a little boy. The worst of the worst is a little boy. A woman can go back to being a woman.
Yeah.
Because a woman with a sex change, it can't get you can't really do nothing. But a man, he wants to destroy you. Because that's something you really need to think about. You should just like when women used to have to want to get their tubes tied, you had to be a certain age because they needed you to think about it. You need to think about it before you do bottom surgery. I have a lot of gay people who say they is, but they say they would never do bottom surgery. Y'all need to Google them bottom surgery pictures and see what they're talking about allowing children to do to their bodies. While she talking about Trump 2020 agenda, y'all go on Kamala Harris. What's going to happen is going to pop up with donate. You got to scroll down to see her policies.
She said, alert.
And under the civil rights that we just read earlier, the civil rights talks nothing about black people. This is why we said the civil rights bill was not for black people. Like Kamala say, no, we're not going to do nothing that only benefits black people. Everything that benefits black people benefits everybody else. But in her civil rights policy that she wants to put forth, she wants to help LGBTQ and she wants to help immigrants. Nothing about black people, but yet she says she's a black woman. A real black woman gonna talk like we talking.
Exactly. Collard greens
a
in the
real
damn
black
tub,
woman,
man.
we care about the earth, we care about our family, and we care about our children. I don't need no half-ass, not black woman talking about she black representing me. She will never get my vote. But I know we're gonna wrap this up. So
Yeah.
have anything else to say on before this debate? Because I know I'm gonna watch this debate.
I'm not. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I'm about to get around. Watch it about maybe 20 minutes stuff. But yeah, I'm about to get ready for it. And yeah, we'll do it next week. We'll do it after debate.
Yeah, we might do that. We might do it Sunday. We want to get on to it.
That works. Yeah, that'll
and
work.
then another thing before we go, this is her only first debate. She's been talking, but she has not been debating, and she has not been doing interviews because she does not know how to keep on track of what she wants. She's just like Trump. When Trump became president, he had those Republicans and everybody in his ear, the corporations, so they was veering Trump to where they wanted him until they find out Trump doesn't listen. When you need to be very, very aware that when white people turn on the white man and they say he racist, the American government is telling you Trump is racist. There is a problem because we know Mitch McConnell and all them other effers in the Senate is racist, but somehow racist is telling you not to vote for Trump because he's a racist. That's what make me want to vote for him, because it's something he's not doing. They would rather put up a black woman, a non-half black woman, than a racist white man. Are y'all wheels not turning in your head? Are you not thinking caps on? Something is wrong.
They don't want to see it.
They don't want Trump in there. That would, for Trump to be a racist, he would be the most idle candidate for the racists. He's not.
No, I'm saying that the people don't want to see the truth.
No,
they know what it is. They just close their eyes. I don't know what that's about. That's annoying.
Yes, because they want to play this. Oh, they got everybody voting for Kamala because they say Trump is racist. If Trump died yesterday and they gave you another candidate, what would y'all ask? We gonna ask that next candidate whether he was a black man or not. The same stuff we asking Kamala. Kamala has not done no interviews or nothing. We need people that are going to look out for the people who work and live and struggle and pay rent and pay bills every day. We live in a government where you get your check, they take out taxes. When you go to the store, you paying taxes. When you buy your house, you paying taxes. When you buy your car, you paying taxes. Then you got finance charges. We live in a government that's full of rich people that's robbing every American here. And black people get it worse because we don't have that much to keep giving. We are at the breaking point now. We don't need no fucking fake black imitators. We need somebody that is going to be black and stand on their black feet, 10 toes down, and say, I'm here to represent black people because we need some help. That's why we will vote you in the office. We don't need no fake ass Stacey Abrams. We don't need no fake ass Kamala. We don't need no fake ass Obama. We need black people who are for black people. Because that's the point of voting for people because you're black. That's what make the black people vote. I don't need to see you dance and talk about washing some nasty ass collard greens in the tub. I need my bills paid. I'm tired of working and y'all taking the money. The government, this is not even a government anymore. It's a robbery. You ever been robbed without no gun? Go to the store and buy some food after you got your paycheck. They robbing us without guns.
He had a black man who was black, but they didn't want him because he was LGBTQ. Why? I can't think of his name. He's in Clyburn State.
Is robbing us because why should we? We already paid taxes. Why we gotta pay taxes?
Yes.
And turn around, do income tax, and pay taxes again. It's the government is ran by rich white people who want to stay. Or I can't say all
greed.
Exactly. Greedy.
Yeah, or
White
not
people want
all
to stay
white, because the
greedy.
black people like Ricky Smiley, Steve Harvey, and all them, they all greedy. You don't need to stay in that mansion and have all these mansions. You don't need all that as one person. But yet we barely living in the park. We stacked on top of each other in ghettos and neighborhoods, and they got houses all over. They want to keep that lifestyle. The only reason that house is $1 million is because they say it's $1 million. Because if they said it was 100,000, you would be able to afford it.
I can't wait until what they did runs back and hits them in the face when
Yep.
the illegals come tear their house apart. Let's
Yep.
wait for that.
But we're going to get up out of here so we can watch this debate. We didn't mean to hold y'all in here long. Shout out to the nation in the house.
Oh yeah, Queen
And
was
we'll be
Queen was
back.
cooking. She was cooking
Yeah.
tonight.
Yes, I just wanted to say that because I want us to think. And if you watch the debate, come back and look at this video and then ask yourself, what did she say she's going to do for us? Why are you voting for her? Why are you voting for him? Which policies are better? How is anything they're saying on stage going to help you and your children when you wake up to go pay that daycare fee, put gas in your car, buy groceries, and then you sit up here figuring out how you're going to pay for your medicine or pay for your rent? We need to start thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Peace.
All right. Thank you for stopping by.
Oh yeah, no doubt, y'all. Like I said, like I said, don't get caught up in your emotions. Just listen to the policies, and if it ain't no black agenda, the hell with it. And it'll be
Exactly.
interesting. All right, that's what I got to say, y'all. Let's look a little bit of this thing, and then we'll follow back on Sunday.
Yeah, we'll follow back on Sunday, on Monday. We'll let you know. Just look out for the notifications. Like and share. Thank you.
Peace.
Good night.